Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, September 20th, and we're looking at Window Traders Market Profile of SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. And boy, oh boy, we talk about bottom feeders. We went from an attempt to 3 or 4 sets of single prints to the downside, only to have this market absolutely reverse. We held. Let's put this into perspective and context. We took back 2/3 of the summer in 6 hours. We went all the way back to June 20th. We had 3 sets of single prints there. We took out 2 of them. We left 1. We missed getting into it by 6 cents and rallied over $4 off the lows. We take back the entire trend day, so there's no double distribution day. We have almost an $8 range. Remember, last week's range, I said wasn't that big, $7.92. Well, today's range is, what, 7 and change. So we did almost all of last week's range in one trading day. Definitely some change on the chart. We've come into balance. Remember what I said late on Friday? Whoever listened to the video Friday, if you listened to the entire thing, I said I wouldn't be surprised by the end of this month, we try to take out the 50-day and get back, both of them, the 20 and the 50, back and forth. Well, we got the 50-day, obviously today, when we rip below it. Now, is this all the sellers wanted? Or are they going to attempt again tomorrow? And these were just the bottom feeders. Bottom feeders gone wild, short covering and momentum buyers. If that's all the sellers wanted to do, well, who knows in 8 days what's going to happen as far as getting back to possibly the 20-day moving average. I guess what's going to happen Wednesday with the Fed is going to have a lot to say with it. I had a very good day today, all from the short side, except for one small long in F, which I lost on. I mean, to go over all these trades would be crazy. Let's suffice it to say, so what happened today? We were 5 for 5 wide. We still have a large gap. The gap is still over 400 ticks. But what happened, different from SPY and ES, because SPY had been ex-dividend. So we got below last month's low quicker. But ES went back and forth basically through last month's low, at least the first 3 time frames. So when E finally broke through D and the selling cascaded, that was because finally the monthly was underwater in the ES. So you had weeklies underwater, dailies underwater, and monthly. So that absolutely exasperated the selling, even though we were 5 for 5 wide and had a large, we did have a large gap. We finally went trend, but we take it all back. So as far as my trades, I didn't do anything in A. A was just volatile. It didn't get to a level where I wanted to be a seller. The gap was too big, but came B, C, D, E. I did nothing but scalp shorts. Mostly in B and E. I did not do much in C because it was an inside bar and even D. But I took small. But for the most part, B and E was just trading the 436 puts for most of those time frames. Then when F went down, even though we had the single prints in E, now again I was shorting E, when F opened and went down some more, I was like, well, let's see, are they really going to want to go trend after being 5 for 5 wide? I took a very small call play, started going down like, I'm out, so took a loss on that and went right to the other side and started shorting F and used the 434 puts in F, same in G, same in H, and even the same in K. No, actually, I did the 434s in F and G. In H, I did the 433s originally, and I actually took a size one of a 434, which worked out. And then in K, I did the 432s. Now, here's a trade I tried to get in and missed, and it would have been a beauty. When D ran up right before the 15-minute turnover, I tried to buy a nice 50 lot. And I didn't get it. It was my bid, didn't get it. And then, obviously, you saw what happened after that. Most of my trades today, I did take a 100 lot in H on the short side. But most of my lots today were very small because it was just too much volatility and I was getting paid on them. So I didn't have to play big. And then I didn't do anything after K. Now, could I have made money on the long side? Absolutely. But to be quite honest with you, more than anything, I didn't lose money in LRM. Because to be quite honest with you, I'm shocked we took the entire thing back. You know, the buy the dip crowd, all this does is, again, throw more fuel on the fire. I really thought sellers for once did a good job of holding, and we could even have some more follow through. Now we still might tomorrow, but for sure this was short covering and bottom feeders. Now in the bigger picture, there's been some damage done. We said that last week, something had changed. Remember, buyers tried all last week also. Every day. We didn't have any single prints last week to the down, for the sellers. Well, and again, we don't have them today. They got taken back. Yet the sellers controlled last week. We're going to see if that plays out again. As far as the other ones, Russell came out of an inside day on a gap down. We all hold out gaps, but Russell has no single print. None of us have single prints, but we're all holding our gaps. As far as destinations, the upside, we only have today's high and low. So if we open inside today's range, man, you're going to be ducking all over because there's no real double distribution day to lean on. It's gone. So it's going to be pretty choppy. So 436.56 today's high, and then filling the gap at 441.02, 446-point gap. And then on the downside, we don't have anything to 428.86, which is today's low. And then you have the other single prints, 428.80 get filled at 39 cents. 424.83 daily low, 421.97 the other monthly low and poor low. One other note before we get to the charts. I had said if H really pushed down and got to that last set of single prints, I would have taken a call against it at that point. Well, obviously that didn't happen. So when they started pushing in JKL, that call plays out the window for me. I just thought they would have gotten too stretched if they had done it in H. But since they alleviated some of the short pressure in I wasn't going to do that. And I was looking for J to take out I's high and maybe even fill F single prints to take a nice short against the last set and then roll over like we did. But never got that opportunity either. And then on the chart, excuse me, very good day in the trading room today. Kept a lot of people out of trouble, and it was a very good day. So look at this, my friends. After 11 months, we've stopped the one-time framing up in the monthly, and we're in balance. I'll use it as a 3-month balance. 421.97 is the low of it, and this month's all-time high is the high of it. Now the bigger question with 8 trading days to go is will we have an outside month down where we close below 436.10, or dare we say an outside month up if we close above 453.07? I wouldn't take anything off the table in this market. So balance on the monthly. Weekly is clearly down. One-time framing down. 3 weeks, and the gap is my main focus. And on the daily, again, even though this is a tremendous comeback, down. It went from balance to down on Friday. Well, it's down again today. Again, the gap is my main focus. And one other quick note. Remember I said the most we got below the 50 was back in March. It was like $8. Well, today we got below the 50. 442.70. We got as low as 428 rounded out. 429, 443. So we got down about almost $13, $14 below the 50. Now look what happened the day after in March. They attempted to get near the low again and then rallied up and we started going. We'll see how many days we spend below the 50. Right now it's 2. Again, the gap is the main focus. 163 million on the tape already. I love it. Hope you had a great day trading. Enjoy the evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.